Hello, this is Alan from What Kind of Man at YouTube, and welcome to the first build of 2012. Hope you guys had a happy new year. This is going to be a lengthy work in progress series, a lot like my Chisei project, and before I get into the specifications of this build, I would like to talk about where it's going to be entered and why I'm building this. Now, we may have a few of us seen on the internet, we've got the big Mecha Arts community forum, Mecha Contest 2012, and also a lot of people whose countries within the correct jurisdiction of Bandai having the Bandai World Cup competition, formerly known as Bakuk. Some people like to build big projects around these competitions. Unfortunately, they do have some fairly heavily regulated rules, and we're going to see how I'm going to build myself around them. Now first, with the timelines of these two competitions, the Mecha Arts contest finishes in 6 months, and a few months after that will be the Bandai World Cup qualifier in Sydney. I'll be entering the concept mech design, and I'm going to be doing mostly a scratch build of a large scale Mecha Musume kit with a strong steampunk flair to it. The first main rules for the Mecha Arts contest is they have to start on the first day of 2012, which you have a special certificate. The contest runs out the 1st of July, and the Bandai one generally finishes around late August, so the finishing touches would be only about a month and a half to 2 months. The concept category has a ton of rules, and this will be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I think the rewards for getting around this is very worthwhile. The major ones is the kits cannot be based or from a licensed franchise, things like it can't be a Gundam or a Super Robot Wars or a Warhammer or a Zoid or anything sort of like that. It has to be sort of completely from your own design. You need to do a thread on their forum with work in progress pictures and whatnot, which is also a bit of a pain, and most of it needs to be scratch built. A little kit bashing here and there is fine, but they're asking for 70% of the kit to be of your handiwork and the rest from whatever you pull it out. So with the Bandai World Cup, the biggest rules that we have to follow is the base dimensions can be no larger than 50 by 50 by 50 centimeters. Dioramas are always preferred in this competition, where with the Mac one, you sort of get knocked out of the category for building a diorama. So with the time constraints, as soon as the entry and pictures have been submitted for the Mecha Arts contest, I'm going to be tossing together a diorama just for the Sydney competition. A second rule is no resin, but being a scratch built, not a problem at all. Third, models must be made of original Bandai kits. So a lot of the 30% is going to have to be from a Bandai kit to make it fit into this competition. Definitely a lot of challenges and 2 sets of rules in one. What a pain. Looking with what I have to work with, I've decided to pick up the HGUC Palace Athene, and I was given this Oscar figure from Neon Genesis by Rantain from the Mecha Workshop Club. He's got a similar or matching figure of Ray, and he plans on turning that into a Mecha Musume based off the armour of a Double Zeta kit. I can't remember which one he's building. So I'll be using very small portions of the Palace Athene, and the armour doesn't fit on it. But I don't quite want to go for a Gundam look, but still keep the imperialism of the Xeon. So don't be surprised if you see a Xeon symbol on it, but it's not going to be Gundam-y. If anything, I'm going to be pulling references and ideas from pagan mythology, things like the ancient Romans, mix it with steampunk, very early World War I German, make some very cool armour, lots of cogs and whatnot. I think this is going to be quite a fun project. Now, having a closer look at this Oscar figure, it's very bulky, very shallow in detail, and kind of crappy. It's simplistic, but the most important part of it, it's cheap. So if you want to bulk up on toys or figures quickly with little money, or you're younger and you want something durable, it's a soft PVC, and really to chop it up I have absolutely no regrets. It's really interesting when cutting inside to see how it comes together or how it's put together, and to my surprise, some of the components like the arm sockets into the torso appears to have been super glued in. Regardless of all that, the major piece I'll probably only use is elements of the leg and face. And really, with a schoolgirl skirt this long, did you really have to include a camel toe? Now I'm going to have to put my best foot forward, because there's going to be a lot of big names in this competition, and a lot of big names and individuals also watching this. Another reason why I recommend entering this competition is due to its heavy publicity. If you do have something like a blog or a YouTube channel, this is going to be an excellent method of broadening your audience and exposing yourself to the community to see if individuals like your style and willing to follow you. But this shouldn't be your main goal into this competition. Another excellent reward that I'm really looking forward to is there's going to be some killer skilled people entering this thing. This is going to be scratch built, and if you're into this sort of thing of making your own design, you are going to be competing with like-minded people. Due to the high competition, don't think you're going to walk into this and win. It'll be very lucky if you're able to walk out with something, but most importantly, we're all in here for the fun. Thank you for watching, and until next time. First, I've got this build that I'm doing for the HobbyLink Japan competition, and of course you can't show it off on the internet yet in work in progress or whatnot, but I will be doing a video soon talking about that. Once that project is completely done and dusted, my main focus throughout the year is going to be this, and of course I'm going to be doing some side builds and finishing off some bits and pieces in between this one. I also want to be doing some resin-y stuff as well. Thank you for watching, and again, sorry for the second time. See you later.